I used to work for chemicals industry for about 25 years. I start my own recruiting office about 7 years ago. Of course, I'm specialized in the chemical business. In fact, when I started in January 2016, we got our first mission the first month. Yes. I would say that usually the return on investments will happen in 3 to 6 months. Of course, it's really depend on the mission you can get, on the position that you will work. Of course, as Anisha mentioned, you will get up to 25, even sometime in certain country, 28% based on the total package of the salary. So it's really depend on the position that you will work on. But I would say between 3 to 6 months for our business. In fact, after 2 months, we already get some return on investments. How to build the customer loyalty, that's very important. And it's all about credibility that you will have with your customer and with your clients. The more expert you are in different sectors or even one sector, the more credibility you will have to do the job. It's not only because you are expert because you work in this different industry, you are expert because you did the job before. You used to work for a certain industry, you know very well all the dynamics, all your competitors, all your supplier, all your distributors. So you understand the chemical business in general. Recruitment is also about credibility, confidentiality. It's very important as well. Sometimes you have some customer willing to fulfill some position, executive position like a general manager, CEO, or some directors. So all things should be very confidential because your client don't expect that your suppliers or even your employees, you are looking for your next CEO. So this is the confidentiality is very important. Resilience as well. That's very important because at the end, someday everything going well and suddenly for some reason that you see some problem, one candidate is not willing to accept offer. So one day is good, the next day is the problem. So that's the resilience is very important. You need to have a sense of the business as well, because you need to negotiate with your clients, you need to negotiate with the final candidates. So all is a bit about negotiation at the end. You need to have a very well-structured process as well, especially when you're sourcing candidate. You need really to fulfill the process and make sure that everything is going smoothly. That's very important. And you need always to think about what is the next step, because you have to anticipate the reaction of the clients. You have to anticipate the reaction of the candidate. So you need always to be one step further. That's a very interesting business, in fact, because from my experience, I have 25 years experience in chemicals. I use this experience on the daily basis, and that's very important. So that business very interesting, where you can earn a lot of money. That gives you a sense to your life as well, because you help some candidate to think about their new step career. So that's important for them to give to your candidates some, let's say, some future important roles, and for your client, then you can gain some, let's say, trust on what you do on the daily basis.
Thank you, Arnaud. And would you kindly be able to share your most successful placement with us and how you went about achieving that?
Difficult question, because all of our placement is somewhere some success. Even the small one, it's always a nice story. One good success story that we had recently, because more and more we work for the startup company. This is a small company having a very innovative project. That's very interesting because you arrive in this type of company, you're starting from scratch, you know. So you have to really explain to the candidate what is this company, what is their technology, what is their innovation, how they will work, how they will access to the market with their technology, how they will sell this technology or their products. So you are really, let's say, feeling that you put yourself in the candidate skin, I would say, and always saying, okay, probably with 25 years less, I would accept this type of challenge. And this is the discussion that you have with your candidate. So 3 months ago, we had such a startup. They are making some carbon nanotechnology. This is used for the battery industry. and that's of course a very important industry. And they were looking to start their first production scale-up, putting in place their pilot reactors to do that. And they were looking for process engineers. Of course, it's really difficult because you have to go to the candidate. Most of them, they're working in the very safe environment, big company, international company, having a good salary. But you have to explain them that they can impact their future by also working on this startup company who will be help to the energy transition, green environments. So you have to discuss with them not really about the job, but about their value, in fact. And that makes the interview very, very good, because it's not only just to say, okay, this is what they request in terms of mission, this is what they request in terms of profile. You need to make sure that they have the value for this job as well. And that's very interesting mission when we start from scratch. You have to build a dream for the candidate.